Yeah, Gambia. It's your boy Mahmoud, but that's the real official name on my bat, but they call me Mams. And they put the J and the F, meaning my mother's name, Fatou Jallow. But a lot think it's my wife, but that's my mom, Fatou Jallow. So today, I'll be your host on the Celebrity Host by Ashagam TV. A lot of questions have been asked. Who is Mahmoud? Who do you date? What do you do? I'll tell you everything from the last to the first dot. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's Mahmoud, like I said, Mams, JF, Colley. So I'm Mahmoud. I am into almost everything that is going to give me money. They said, I'm Jola, by the way. So I am Mahmoud, but they call me Mams. I'm a media practitioner. I'm a journalist. I work at Paradise TV. I'm currently as sub-editor-in-chief, or should I say, acting editor-in-chief. So like I said, what should I say again? I work in the media, and one of the most interesting but yet again challenging side of occupation, it's an amazing occupation, but can be sometimes complicated, tricky. It's not easy, A lot of people will ask me and say, oh, I wish I was a TV presenter, oh, I wish I was a journalist, oh, I wish I used to show up on TV. Yeah, but there is a lot more than just showing up on TV.
Asalaamaaleykum jërëjëf mbokk yi rek buñ ci dellu si rek ma nuyu ñëpp rek ma dugg si xibaari Standard newspapers yi te xibaar buñ ko tàmbalee rek moo nekk civil society member ak activist yi kii nga xam ne moo nekk Madi Jobaate wax na ne nag lii di nga xam ne moo nekk économique ak troupe su nekk si biir réew mi fii nii nekkuñ fi pour interest yi Gambia waaye interest yi Sénégal lii di nga xam ne nag moo nekk Madi Jobaate moom tamit nag blame na lii di nga xam ne moo nekk security sector reform bi si lii di nga xam ne moo nekk si anam bu nekk di doxee niki sax wax na ne political will yi Gambian authorities yi ñoo fa nekkut Ali.
Yeah, besides from that, I'm also a student. Currently, I just like studying over things. So I'm studying international relations and politics. I'm currently combined with the job. It's not an easy thing, but pulling through. At the end of the day, we have to just get through. So my mom is Fula, my dad is Jola. Basically, one of the reasons why a lot of people will keep asking me, are you really a Jola? We've never seen a light-skinned Jola. So my mom is Fula and my dad is Jola. That is what brought in the JF, because I share the same name with my dad actually. So that is why I just squeeze in the JF, because I love my mom so much, in as much as I love my late dad. May his soul rest in peace. So I fused in the JF, which is Fatou Jallow. So when I did it at first, a lot of people kept asking me, is that your wife? Is that your girlfriend? Is that your stuff? But hey, no, I'm not married, but I'll save that for the last part. So moving on, like I said, the journalism, I do current affairs. I do presenting. I present Sunrise, which is an early morning current affairs program and news. And I also do Cafe Ajana. We talk about social issues in the country and everything. And basically, I also do reporting, of the bum cells that happen in the country. We will just be there fetching it and just bringing it out to the public. Basically, it's not a bum cell, but informing the public. And I also do editing because, like I said, I'm currently the acting editor-in-chief at Paradise TV. Welcome back, and now the news in detail. The Gambia government's president, Adama Barrow, on Tuesday established an investigative panel following the arrest of alleged coup plotters. The panel will have 30 days to report back on the last week's coup attempt. Usman Jatta takes us through. So yeah, I also anchor news and I also present. So basically, yeah. And I'm also an artist manager because I manage Miss Joby's and I manage J Life Music too. Shout outs to my guys. And hey yo, XD, I know you didn't give me shout outs on your part though, but I love you guys, bro. So yeah, basically that's it from me. So, like I said, the relationship status. Don't mind the ring though. That is the reason why I have two. But I'll bring that back when we come back.
Security sector reform be, one can conclude it's a failure because there is no actual meaningful reform so far. The people go tahawale belegi. Yep. I know they didn't agree, but as per to the last meeting, man belegi Fofana ko as per to the last meeting, man still lost faith. Still lose faith see if security sector reform being. Because it was in the presence of the former Minister of Defense, IGP, military heads, I think it was Deputy CDS, if my memory serves me right, and so many other ministers were present, including myself. You know, I'm the National Security Advisor, one of the Monica spearhead the security sector reform. And security sector reform, at least a short-term, medium-term, and long-term plan. They're telling you that the government that was telling you, okay, we would be here for one term.
No, 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's just say 3 years. A short-term security sector reform would take at least 10 to 15 years.
Oh.
I mean, man, since then.
You know, so basically, I serve as a gateway between people and the authorities right there by sending in their voice to the right direction, hoping for change or hoping for the solutions to come their way. So basically, that is one of the reasons why I love that program. You know, because people will call me right after the show to talk about things. And equally, one of those things that I also like about the show is I don't like talking about this, although a lot of people will tell me you should talk about this because it has a lot of followers though. But shout outs to my team. I mean, it's not just me. Shout outs to Ali, Kebe, Fama, Norini, and the crew. I mean, we have done a lot of philanthropic, you know, things over there. You know, we have done a lot of things for the Mile 2 prisons. We are currently even building a masjid at Mile 2. We are currently planning, rather. It's on the pipeline, and basically everything is there. So we have also opened a Dara in Mile 2, and we have raised funds through that program to buy learning materials to the Mile 2 female inmates. I mean, with everything that I've done, we ended up having 2 people converting to Islam because of, you know, what we did. And I've also raised a lot of money, over $1 million plus, to help people get, you know, overseas treatment and so many other things. People will come there when they need assistance, and then the message will get there and they will get the assistance they need. So basically that makes me feel good anytime I know that, okay, I serve as a helping hand to the less privileged or to the voiceless person to speak up, and his or her voice would be heard by either by hook or crook. That platform I have, and I make best use of it. So yes, aside from that, the job is not easy. Like I said, you serve as a mouthpiece, and sometimes you have to speak about things that are happening, things that the other side, which is the higher authority there, starting from the president coming down, sometimes some of the things that they don't want the public to know, or some of the things that they don't want us to talk about, those are some of the things that you'll be talking about, and then, you know, you wouldn't like them. They wouldn't like it actually, and they will make you their enemy. You know, sometimes they will call you, tell you all sort of things, you know, but you get used to that. As you're in the job, you get used to that. Sometimes the authorities will make you enemies. Sometimes you say something that they like, you know, they will praise you. Sometimes you say something that they don't like, and you will become their enemy. So that is one thing that is challenging. It's not an easy job. Believe you me, it's not an easy job because you have to be factual, you know. That is the most critical thing. You have to be factual, which is the most beautiful part of it, because somebody can just sit somewhere and say something. The person don't care whether it's accurate or not, but I can't do that. You know, I have to get to the bone to bring out the right information. And equally, you know, someone say, journalists, excuse the language, yen fen rek, because you say things that they don't want you to say, or you say something that they don't want, you know, the other person or the other side to know, and you will eventually be enemies. You know, I receive a lot of threats. I've received all sort of threats and insults, but that make me, you know, extra strong and keep pushing, because it comes along with the job. It eventually gets you to bring out your full force, especially when it comes to politics, man. If you deal with politics and saying stuff, you're always on fire. But equally, when it comes to that side, I'll say that is where the lack of respect will come in. I have had arguments and fights with almost everybody. From ministers, I have had fights with them, physical, you know, not physical rather, astaghfirullah, but verbal arguments, and then, you know, verbal fights, because I would say something that they don't like, they will come at me. You know, the public as well, the authorities as well, the police, you know, because you get to places. I mean, I've had an argument with the police, and they are big man, you know, because they'll be like, oh, you guys are the ones that will pull fire, you guys are the ones that will, you know, always spark this country, you people are the ones bringing fires and problems to this country. But then it's our job to inform and say what is happening. So that is something, and then that brings down the respect, because a lot of people don't give respect to journalists. You know, when you get to certain places, you know, you feel, I mean, you will see the direct fight. They will come at you directly to show you that, you know what, we don't like you guys here because you make us feel uncomfortable. You know, that's a challenge that we face in the media. You know, it's a tough field. It's really a tough field, but it's also one of those most beautiful fields that I found myself in. Thanks to Haruna Drame for giving me that opportunity. I mean, you know, I know we fight all the time. We don't get along, but without you, I wouldn't have had this, you know, opportunity to showcase what I can. You believed in me, so a big thank you to you, Ron. You know, there goes the big question. Even though there are some components found in the syrup that says that, well, these things are not to be used by humans because they have to be put into radiators. Imagine something that should be put in a car radiator or an AC radiator. I mean, imagine putting that in just a toddler's system. How would that be? And with this AKI and everything, the Gambia, even though some NAMs are saying, well, we should take legal action, but there's a big question mark. WHO has said that, well, there is a component in this that is not good. But then Indian government are telling you that, well, I mean, they found the cough syrups are safe. And then, can you imagine, media and pharmaceutical are now seeking to reopen again and go back to business because they were shut down when this whole thing started. But now they are thinking of reopening because the Indian government just say, well, there's nothing bad in this. And this was the same media and pharmaceutical who were taken to court a couple of times for not for safety standard, not following safety standard procedures.
And we have a Gambian ambassador at India, but we've not, from the public domain, we've not had anything in relation to maybe a diplomatic relation regarding the issue from the Gambian government and that of the Indian government.
Have you ever heard anything from the Gambian ambassador in India saying anything anyway? No.
And honestly, this has to do with diplomatic measures.
These are bilateral relations that go between two countries to channel information. I mean, if this was Indian citizens that were in the country that were affected, or if this was let's say groundnuts were shipped to India and this thing was killing them, you think the Indian consulate here would not say anything?
As a serious government, they need to.
They need to. But then WHO is
But
saying
we've seen also after the outbreak, civil society organization members, politicians, advocates.
Yes.
They are all.
What happened? What happened?
The issue of AKI death
It's dead.
It's dead, honestly.
What happened? But AKI is one thing. But do we know how many drugs are killing people here? Because there is no the only method of testing we have in this country here is by imagination. That is the fact. The MCA don't have. There is no lab. They don't have anything to test this thing. The only thing. Well. Let's see. I think this should be good. And then that's it. What else?
So
Assumption. Or based on some science students will just take their test. Oh well. Probably let's just see it.
Or
This is not my say.
The ingredients.
Yes, this is not my say. This is from the MCA that they don't have any lab to conduct this thing. That will just bring me back to food safety equally. I mean, how are they supposed to monitor these things when they don't have means to monitor it, but just to look at it and say, oh yeah, we think it will be fine.
And they are the
agency that should be looking at
that justify the quality of a particular medicine that has to be brought in.
That is to be used.
And give the adherence for it to be operational.
Yes. So now just imagine how many medicines are circulating in the country in our pharmacies.
I mean, some bottles
that are killing. Yes, that are killing people. But because it has not killed a lot of people as recorded, then they are not talking about it. Yes, so welcome back. Countdown number 4. You know, this is a music video that I love. You know, I listen to music a lot. But one of the things that I know would be of surprise to a lot is I listen to Quran more than music. Anytime you see me with my headphones, bro, it's Quran. Those that really know me well, especially those that I work with, they already know this. But we are on entertainment here. So number 4, I'll give it to Miss Jobis. Soundtrack, Fate. I chose that track because of the lyrics, the contents of the lyrics. For me, I listen to music that motivates me, music that, you know, make me believe that, okay, Mahmoud, you have started from number 1 and now you're going to number 5, and sometimes you'll get to number 4, you'll go back down to 0. So for me, that music motivates me and it makes me push myself to the next level, and it gives me faith that someday I'll get to where I want to be. Let's watch that music video and come back. Welcome back. It's so hot right here. As I go, people are putting me under the sun. But yeah, and don't mind the racks because the place is too hot. So it's summer. No, it's not summer, it's winter. So yes, we move. Number 5 on my list would be ST, Babala Letaro. I've said it on my number 4 countdown that I listen to music that I relate to and music that motivates me. Babala Letaro, that track has been on repeat. On a day I can listen to the track, only God knows how long, because on the intro I've said my dad is late, and I relate to that music 100%, because I was really young when my dad passed, and I mean, a lot happened during that time. You know, I don't want to think about it because it's gonna make me emotional at the end of the day. And I'm not about that at this particular point in time. So I love Babala Letaro because every single beat, every single word of that track, the lyrics I mean, I relate to it directly. You know, I'm sure a lot of people would relate to that music video, but rest in peace, Dad, and all the, you know, dads that have gone. Prayers are with you guys. So I'll give it Babala later on for the lyrics and the video. It's an amazing video. It's a very beautiful video too. But the lyrics, oh my God, I relate. And anytime I listen to the music, I get emotional. Like, I'm getting emotional right now. But let's watch Babala later on and come back. Welcome back on the final edition of, you know, Celebrity Zone on Asagam. It's still Mahmoud, Mams, you know. From that music video, Babala Letaro, like I said, you know, that track is something that I relate to 100%. The first day I actually listened to that track, I said tears. So, Babala Letaro, shout outs to you, ST, for always being the GOAT and forever will be the GOAT in the male category. But Miss Job is the GOAT on the female category. So yes, that would bring me to the final laps of this program. You know, I'm giving a big shout out to myself. Yes, I'm giving, first I'll give shout outs to myself. Let me wear my shades because the sun is already, you know, coming up. A big shout outs to myself for believing in myself and believing that I can do it, for challenging myself every day, for waking up 5 a.m. every day and getting home at 9 p.m. every day. Yes, shout outs to myself. I'm proud of myself, you know. But secondly, my mom too, you know, that woman has been a mother and a father at the same time, you know. No, let me just leave that. But yes, shout outs to my mom. She has been my greatest support and my pillar. And then two, like I said, shout outs to Haruna Drame for believing in me and giving me the opportunity, the platform, motivating and advising me, even though sometimes he will say things that will make me want to. But yeah, shout outs to you, bro. You don't see me like an employee, but you see me like a brother, you know. You give me brotherly advice and the stuff. So shout outs to you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, and shout outs to my friends, shout outs to my fans, shout outs to everybody that do watch, follow, call, give me advice, give me information. You know, I'll say my informants too, those that will send me information of things that are happening. You know, a big shout outs and thank you to you all for always being there. The fans, without you guys, honestly, I wouldn't be standing here on Asagam. Asagam wouldn't have, you know, contacted me to be here. So it's all because of you guys. And above all, let me save that for the last one. Let me save that for the last. Like I said, a big shout out is gonna go to Mahmoud. Are you married? Should I save that? Asagam, should I say it? Should I say it? No, let me save that for the last one. The purpose of the ring, yes. Should I say it?
No, this have it.
I have 2 rings though. I have 2 rings. You know, I have 2 rings. So, I'll leave that for the next interview. You guys can follow this one. And if I have 5,000 views on this video, I will come back and reveal who gave me this ring, why am I on this ring, and the person's name. So that's a challenge. Everybody keep asking me, Mahmoud, who is that woman? Mahmoud, get married. So, if I have that number of likes on this video, I will release the person's name. But shout outs to you. that special woman for always being beside me, motivating me and pushing me. Or is there anyone? Well, I don't know. But still, let me be positive. Like I said, if I have that number of likes and views, I'll reveal whosoever the person is. But then again, my final words would be all those that want to get in the media fraternity, or all those that wants to get in the journalism field and the presenting, trust me, there is a lot more work beyond being on the TV. This job has to do with a lot. It's not just about what you see on TV. What you see on TV is just 5% of the job. Believe you me, it's just 5% of the job, but a very important 5% of the job. So you need to believe in yourself, and you need to be strong. Like I said, you receive all sort of hates, all sort of, fights, everything, all sort of threats, but always believe in yourself and believe that you can do it and you get there. So believing in yourself is everything. Focus, research and reading more is everything that would keep you up there and make you a very good journalist. Let me work. If I fall down, you people can laugh. But yeah. So finally, thank you so much, Asagam, and the rice fields. Thank you all. So see you on the other side. And like I said, if I have 5,000, I'll release who gave me this ring, why I wear this ring, and is there a special lady or they are not. But I'm sure there is a special lady in my life who everybody is asking who she is. But until then, the 5,000 like, huh?
Tell him XD, I'm coming for you.
Hey yo, XD, J-Life, Miss Jovis, and the whole crew, I am coming for you guys. Until then.
From lending my heart to regular commuters on the Banjul-Bara ferry route have called on the Gambia ferry services to procure more ferry to ensure efficient crossing at the country's busiest terminals. We have more by Jabai.
From Wahambi, I think as per to what we are seeing, recent help assistance from Turkish government, from Turkey to Gambia, projects in you know, Lulu. Yes, exactly. So, and then Macky Sall is going to Turkey according to him, but Turkey's president came here, if I'm right, some time ago. So what exactly was the discussion and the likes? The Turkish foreign minister just last month. Suma UN session bi, he was momone kon suñ moderator bi momo ñu don jox lessons. So sometimes da nga de new question, okay, what exactly is happening on that? What exactly la gaay discuss? Ndax nguur gi ñom they are just focused on halis bu ñooñu di asi wala project yes, but not the welfare of citizens in Gambia ci nekk ci biir réew mi foofu noonu. So it's quite really yes, so it's a big question mark yi nga xam ne comme moo nekk foofu noonu. What exactly is happening? Because as per what we are seeing, the relationship between Gambia and Turkey, it's it's on black and white or it's always on a colorful ceremony. That is also one thing, but the reality on the ground, with Kilumo explained, and not just him. Just now 2-3 people they were here, including Sowe, and cameraman. But then he came back.
Because of difficulties.
Exactly. The challenges is unbearable. So back, he was working here. So with those things, there is a lot more than the colorful ceremony that the Gambia government and the Turkish government always would be displaying for the public.